Board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum, Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
The NBA announced their Dunk of the Year yesterday. It was voted on by the fans, and it went to Ja Morant for his double clutch through Porzingis and Derek White. The call of it was excellent. That game we hung on to for a long time last season, but it was a spectacular dunk.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt, live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Speaking of Adidas, are these the Harden 10s?
Yes.
Yes.
I guess so. From what
you guys don't sound too excited. It kind of looks like when you flush the toilet in the water.
Yeah, it's like a whirlpool.
I want to be phone positive.
Yeah.
I want to be phone positive.
Or artists just making some paint up and they just...
It's like phone positive material.
Yeah, or a thumbprint. The Sneak Fest Show, live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Look at Mississippi State's schedule. They are not going to be favored in a single SEC game. They are only going to be favored. Their over-under win total is 3.5. They are only going to be favored in 3 games this year. That'll probably be Southern Miss, Alcorn State, and Northern Illinois.
It's at Southern Miss, man. I don't know.
And it's at Southern Miss.
They might not be favored in that.
Right.
One.
You don't know what Brett Favre's done to the athletic department.
They have an awesome arena now.
Right. The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Preseason Box to Row Coaches Bowl has come out. Jackson State sits there at number 1. This is the 3rd time in the poll's history that Jackson State has been the preseason number 1 team in the nation. And then Tennessee State being at 5, that really surprised me.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
You get to the main event, and you hear the crowd. There's some rumblings in the crowd.
Here we go.
They say, "We want truth."
I love how John Cena said when they were chanting, "We want truth." You can't handle the truth.
There you go.
I loved it.
He takes the knee off, boom. Takes the mask off, boom. And it's our freaking truth. God, man, he cost John Cena the match.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
Live from FedEx Forum, this is The Odds Couple on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Here's Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
Hello, good people, and welcome to The Odds Couple.
Got to pause so we can say single on fish. Single on fish.
Welcome to the show, Monday edition of the large program. Here on Grind City Media, and we got a big weekend to discuss. We got some stuff coming up this week. It is week 51, which means next week is week 0 and the start of the college football season. Looking forward to that. We'll look at the week 0 lines coming up a little bit later on in the program. Also, we got some fish nuggets. Who Said It makes its triumphant return to the program today as well. Plus, a lot of things that happened over the weekend, including a lot of NFL action. Major League Baseball action as well, and the FedEx St. Jude Championships. Welcome to the show. I'm Rob Fisher. Lang Whitaker is alongside. Hello, Lang. How are you?
How are you, man? I'm good.
Good to see you. How you been?
Had a great vacation in Costa Rica. Spent a week there. Didn't know much about it, but went all over the place. Jungle, the beach, the forests, all of it.
Nice.
My big takeaway was when we spent 2 days in the jungle, I was like, you know what? Like, I'm too old for this.
Time to get out of the jungle.
Yeah. Like, I worked too hard, spent too much of my life doing stuff so I don't have to just be sweating, walking through the jungle, like hiking. I had mud everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, like I was like, no, like it's cool, but not my thing.
Not your thing. Sitting by the water is your thing.
When the guy who leads you has to have a machete, like to get through the place, that's when you know like it's a lot.
Did you spray up?
You didn't have to because there weren't a lot of bugs because there were so many bats.
Oh,
they told us.
Okay.
I found a bat in my shower first night.
What kind of vacation is this?
Well, the place before that, there was a giant spider. I walked out of their bathroom one morning, everybody was asleep. I made a coffee. I went to go sit out on the little deck thing. Beautiful volcano across the way, shrouded in clouds. I'm walking across the room to go get coffee, and a spider this big trots across the floor in front of me. And I yelled, and everybody woke up in the room. And then we Google, you can Google search the thing. You can take a picture in Google and it'll search it. And it said it was a wolf spider. It's not non-poisonous. But yeah, the first place had the spider. Second place had a bat. Third place, when we checked in, they had a baby sloth hanging around that they couldn't find the mom for. They had to call the zoo to come rescue it. So a little bit of everything.
Wow. Sounds thrilling.
It was fun. Yeah, it was fun.
So you saw all of these animals just in your hotel,
in the wild, various hotels, three different ones.
Going through the jungle though, did you come across any animals?
A lot, mostly bugs and stuff. Okay. Like the main thing we saw a lot of were those like poison dart frogs. You know, like
nice.
They were either bright red or bright green.
Yeah.
But you see them pretty clearly because they're so bright. So a lot of those kind of just jumping around. I made sure not to lick any of them.
That sounds like something I wouldn't want to do either. And I don't even know if it has anything to do with my age.
There's parts.
That's nothing I want to do.
There's parts. I mean, it was fun on the whole. You look back at it, you're like, oh, that was a good trip. I'm glad I went. But man, when I was like hour 2.5 of that hike through the jungle, and I'm sweating, and I'm just like my whole shirt was soaked through. Sweat was like dripping off my face. You know? And you're like so deep in the trees that like it wasn't even that hot. It was just like you're so much vegetation around you and everything that like you can't do anything. And it was pretty rough.
Yeah. CJ Hurts here. Hi, CJ.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
I went on my own little jungle safari through the mean streets of Memphis.
Yeah.
Saw a couple pit bulls and a Rottweiler and some mosquitoes. It was bad, Lang. It was a whole lot of mosquitoes.
Well, I bet it was just as hot at the FedEx Championship this week, FedEx St. Jude Championship, as it was in the jungle. It was hot out there, right?
It was warm.
Yeah.
It was absolutely warm. It was cool. You get into the shade and it's good. That's where I saw Tony Finau. I was kicking it in the shade, and they come walking. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, if you find you a spot, I know 14 is where the Birdies and Bubbles area is. They've got lounge chairs out there. They had lounge chairs out there. It's shaded. They got the big old TV up in front of you. 14 is right across from you. They got concessions right behind you. So
you need
you
a special ticket to get into there?
No. It's just open to the public. And if you didn't want to just sit at that particular hole as you're walking, there are shaded areas for you to say, okay, let me take a minute. I'll try and catch up if I'm that thirsty to follow somebody. But let me kick it in this shade. And in the shade, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I've lived here 9 years now, and I've never been to the FedEx St. Jude Championship. No. I'm waiting for somebody to invite me. Hasn't happened.
I think they invite you. They invite you every year when
I've
tickets go on sale.
Oh yeah, they invite me to pay.
Yeah,
I'm not paying.
You're not doing that?
No, I know a lot of it. Did you pay for your ticket, CJ?
I went as media. We're media.
Yes or no?
We're media.
Yeah.
No, I don't get a ticket anymore. Like I am a media. I'm a capital.
Well, so if you're media, you
member.
didn't charge, you didn't drink, and you didn't root for anybody, right?
Yeah, I didn't root for anybody at all.
He skipped the other part.
Well, you got to get the full experience.
Yeah.
Get the full experience. You got to drink. And let me be clear. I have drank on the job before a time or two in my day. Like,
I forgot about that draft show we did at the Southland Casino.
I wasn't even talking about it. I forgot about the draft show.
I was
but
on
yeah,
that
so
show with you.
That
Yeah.
show, I've drank before on the job. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm waiting for somebody to invite me to go. I never got the invite.
Yeah.
I've played the course twice.
Yeah.
Hardest course I've ever played in my life, but I've never actually gone to see the real guys play it.
Right. We'll make that happen.
Makes it more impressive to watch those guys. Yeah.
I
feel like I do too, but apparently not.
Not good enough. Well, the FedEx St. Jude Championship was over the weekend. Justin Rose is the winner. It took 3 playoff holes for Rose to knock off a JJ Spawn in what was a thrilling finish for the FedEx St. Jude Championship. A really good tournament throughout the week. Tommy Fleetwood had the lead on Sunday. And Justin Rose just birdied 4 of the last 5 holes, birdied 2 of the 3 in the playoff, and went on a run and left Fleetwood behind. And shout out to Tommy Fleetwood for even doing the interview.
That was terrible
that he did. I felt bad for the guy, but he did it, and he was really good in that interview in defeat. But it was a great tournament. I was watching Sunday's action from home and. When the playoff comes, I don't know. It's just kind of boring to me because it just takes so long to play one hole, just 2 dudes. You're not going around from hole to hole anymore.
At first
it's just
I thought
2
it
dudes,
was,
and you're going back to 18,
those,
and we're starting over in commercials, and it's like, man. So it kind of bored me a little bit.
Some of those tournaments, they have another 18 holes the next day,
right?
And I didn't know at first. I was like, well, maybe they're doing that because that's kind of fun when it's just like 1-on-1 for 18 holes,
Yeah.
And then they're like, no, and I thought, well, maybe they'll just play like special holes, maybe they go from like 3 to 7 to whatever. And they're like, no, we're just going to play 18 over and over and over.
We'll change the whole location.
I like that part.
time.
That was cool that they changed the whole location the third time, and the guy came out there and dug a new hole and put the other one in the thing. I played golf Sunday morning with some buddies, and we were talking about all of us were going to go home and watch the tournament on television. And we were talking about it, and one of the guys was like, the thing is, you just know, like, Scotty's going to reel in Fleetwood, right? Like, you just knew before the day even started,
Sure.
you knew Fleetwood was not going to win that thing. I didn't think the 2 other guys, Rose and Spawn, would jump ahead of those guys. You figure one of those guys might, and Justin Rose just always collapses too. So you kind of thought, well, he always hangs around till like day 3 and then doesn't finish. But yeah, I just thought it was going to be Scotty winning the thing.
And he just didn't have enough approach shots that were close.
Yeah.
I mean, and he knocked some in. I mean, he knocked in some birdies, which were great, but just too many long putts that were going to be 2 putts. And, he had a couple off the green late in the round as well that he had to chip back up. So, it was surprising because you expected Scotty Scheffler would be the one to pass.
Yeah.
To pass that whole group, and he just wasn't able to do it. But a great finish from Justin Rose. Great tournament.
I was on the golf course on Thursday. Did the hit, and I had just come off of watching Tommy Fleetwood. And Jessica was like, "That's Fleetwood," and watch him swing it. Watch the stroke. And I saw the stroke, saw the follow. He was like, "Yep, I'm sold." Money on Fleetwood. Had money on Fleetwood. Had a little bit of money on Scheffler, best golfer in the world. Obviously, I'm going to try and hedge just a little bit. Got on odds couple that Thursday. I was like, yeah, my money's on Fleetwood. And nobody said, CJ, he chokes. CJ, don't do it. CJ, I was like, Fleetwood, plus 2,500, 4th best odds. Yes, let's go.
I would have said CJ has never won a tournament.
No, nobody told me that.
8 years, never won one.
Nobody said, hey, CJ, let us tell you something real quick about this guy. Pretty good until it matters, and then he just falls apart for some unforeseen reason. He falls apart, and then the narrative comes out like, oh, Fleetwood does this. And I started to text y'all, Rob. I was irate.
Someone could have told me.
I was infuriated. I'm running around on that golf course. I'm sweating my ass off, giving you the Tony Fee now where he be now.
Yeah, that's right.
Giving you the moment. And you don't say, CJ, no, don't do Fleetwood.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So that's our fault.
That's what he does.
That's our fault. That loss is on us. That loss is on us.
I want my money back.
Well, that's not
I always think his name's Mick Fleetwood.
Right.
Don't you? Like, or he's got to be related, doesn't he? Not a lot of Fleetwood out there.
No.
Yeah.
He looks great though.
The long hair.
Yeah. Great win for Justin Rose. Top 50 will play next week in the BMW. It was a busy week of Major League Baseball over the weekend as well, and the Mets were swept in 3 by the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers have won 9 straight games. They've opened up a 6-game lead over the Chicago Cubs. The Mets have lost 9 of their last 10, and they're now 5.5 games back of the Philadelphia Phillies. I mentioned it on the show last week. This Brewers team is dangerous. They got 3 ace starting pitchers. They got great defense. Their lineup's hitting the ball really well right now. I mean, they're just doing everything right.
Yeah. And it's also the Mets are just falling apart.
And the Mets are falling apart.
Classic Mets. And the Yankees.
And the Yankees are
both
falling
the New York
apart,
teams
too.
are like struggling at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, the Mets almost won yesterday. They got walked off, right? And the Yankees were in that game too. And like both of those teams are so close. I feel like the Brewers, they're kind of too young to be afraid of it, you know, and they don't know. And Soto's starting to get killed now by the media, and people are coming after him. Like, it's starting to get hot in New York for those teams, and we'll see what happens. But
the Yankees have the third worst record in the American League since June.
Yeah,
I mean, they went from one of the top odds making teams to they're falling off. They might fall out of the playoffs. They're only a game and a half ahead of Cleveland.
Both of them might. The Mets and the Yankees.
And the Mets are falling back, too. Dodgers, meanwhile, they won 2 of 3 over the Blue Jays, the first place Blue Jays in the American League East. Dodgers get 2 wins. They're holding on to a 2-game lead over the San Diego Padres. Meanwhile, Toronto now has opened up a 4-game lead over the Boston Red Sox.
I'm rooting for the Padres. I never thought I'd root for the Padres. I just want somebody other than the Dodgers to come out of this thing. And when they made all those moves at the trade deadline, they were already really good. And then they got our guy Mason Miller, and they got a bunch of other guys. I was like, all right, let's go Padres.
Yeah.
So I'm become a Padres fan. And you get to wear like the cool like brown hat, the brown and yellow. You know, like I like the old 80s Tony Gwynn era Padres.
Or the new ones that are
they're
pink
right.
and
No, I like the
teal
old.
and
No, the
yellow.
City Edition ones. Those are
They're
terrible.
They are terrible. So the Padres are right there. And in fact, when you look at the World Series odds for this season, the Dodgers are still the favorite at plus 260. Philadelphia Phillies are right behind at plus 600. Then you go all the way down to plus 1,000 for the Brewers. And then you get your first American League team, and it's the Seattle Mariners and the Houston Astros and the Detroit Tigers, all at 1,100, plus 1,100. Then you have the Blue Jays, then you have the Yankees, and then the Padres, Cubs, Mets, and Red Sox to close out the odds.
Mets going to turn this around.
Nah.
No. So, I mean, they're sitting there plus 1,700. Highest payroll in baseball, second highest payroll in baseball.
I think second. Dodgers, I think, are
second
one.
highest
But they're
payroll in
one of
baseball. I'm assuming that there's talent there, and they're just cold at the wrong time. But it is, to your point, Lang, it feels like it's the Mets, and that's all they do is fall apart at some certain points of the season. But at plus 1,700, if it was somebody else, not the Mets, I'd be inclined to play some money on that. That would just be breaking like a generational type curse. Not necessarily that they're not good enough. I'm not saying that, but some of these franchises seem cursed and burdened with something outside of the sport. And so the Mets in there plus 1,700. While the talent is there, I just wouldn't push anything on it.
It's also weird that the Mariners and the Astros, they're the 2 top AL teams, right?
Yeah,
on that
Mariners,
thing?
Astros, Tigers are all tied.
But Mariners and Astros are like fighting it out. Like one of them is not going to be in the one of them's going to have to go through the playoffs to win stuff, and they're the same odds basically. So that's kind of odd to me. I would stay away from both of them. I think.
I don't know who I'd pick in the American League.
I like Toronto. I feel like
Plus
Toronto,
12?
whatever they were, yeah. But I just think they're the best team to me, and they've been beaten up on it. They beat the Dodgers yesterday, right? Yeah, lost 2 of them, but I don't know. I think I like Toronto. I like how they're kind of balance they have.
Yeah. We were doing some of the awards last week on the show, the MVP awards, and but this week I want to look at the Cy Young, and it's not even a race. The National League Cy Young Award is Paul Skeens to lose. He may not pitch another game this year, and he'd still win. He's minus 650. Zach Wheeler plus 500, and Christopher Sanchez plus 800. Those are your National League Cy Young Award candidates, and Skeens just minus 650.
Yeah.
So it's not even close with Zach Wheeler. Wheeler won yesterday for the Phillies. Meanwhile, the American League Cy Young Award, it's down to 3 guys as well. Tarek Skubal is the leader, not as much of a favorite as Paul Skeens, but Skubal's still the favorite at -210. Garrett Crochet, who pitches tonight for the Red Sox, he's at +150, and then you got to go all the way down to +1600 for Nathan Eovaldi, who is having an amazing season. He's on the bump tonight as well for the Texas Rangers. So,
have you seen? I'm just curious. Have you seen Rookie of the Year numbers? I don't know. Is Drake Baldwin going to win it in the
Drake
NL?
Baldwin's the favorite.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, and then Nick Kurtz is the overwhelming favorite in the American League. So those are your odds. NFL weekend, we had a full schedule of NFL games this week. Did you see any of it?
I watched.
Anything stand out to you?
I mean, this is what a sicko I am. I DVR'd the Falcons-Lions game, the replay of it on NFL Network, and watched that over. But that was a game where they had the guy get injured in the second half, and they just stopped the game with like 12 minutes to go or whatever.
Yeah.
I watched some of that. I watched some of the Titans game the other night. I watched highlights of the Browns. Saw Shador throw a couple TDs. I don't know. I watched like bits and pieces of other games. Some of that Packers, who did they play the other night? They were on TV. Packers and somebody were on.
The Jets?
Yeah, I think that was right. The Jets were on TV also.
Yeah, Packers Jets.
Yeah.
Jets
I watched some parts.
30-10.
But I feel like it's still too early to really watch preseason. Is there ever a time though? Like as you get further along, they still don't play. They play the guys less.
Preseason's terrible.
Yeah,
and don't bet it.
No.
That's just.
There've been some high-scoring games though. I was kind of surprised because we talked about going under on some of those games the first week, and some of those games are like that Packers game was like 20 to 30 something.
They are. Let's see. I got a number for you. Hold on. Where is it? No, I don't have the number. The over went 14-2 this weekend.
Yeah.
14-2 for the over in preseason games.
If you root for points, it was a good
great weekend for you. Shador Sanders, 14 of 23, 138, 2 touchdowns. All the pressure in the world on him in this start if he's going to be a starting quarterback in the National Football League, and he came out and he played really well.
Yeah, it's good to see. He's 5th-round draft pick, so people think that there's more talent there. Some people think that there's more talent there than the 5th-round draft pick shows. Some people think that he's only here because his dad is Deion Sanders and they make a lot of noise and that he's not very, very good. All he can do now is go out there and when given opportunities, make the most of them.
And he did.
So in practice, he's got to make the most of them as the 4th-string quarterback on that depth chart. And then when he gets in games, he's got to make the most of it. I didn't watch preseason games. I did, though, find a 5-minute package of Shador Sanders, every pass attempt that he had. And he looks like, we talk about this with Summer League, and I think preseason is the same way in the football side of things. You just want to see somebody look like they don't belong out there, like they're a bit better than that. Now, I know the Panthers started their starters the first drive, maybe the first 2. I'm not sure when they took them out, but Shador Sanders out there with backups looked like he was one of the best players on the field, and all that means is, hey, great, he gets another opportunity. Right, maybe a slightly better opportunity to go out there. Maybe he starts getting more reps in practice. Maybe he gets to showcase what he can do out there on that end. Whenever he gets the opportunities, he's got to make the most of them.
Is he trying to, like, if you're Shador Sanders, are you trying to be a starting quarterback in the NFL right now? Or are you just trying to make the team? I feel like he's like, if you're the 4th-string quarterback, that I don't think he's going to beat out Joe Flacco and whoever else.
I think every guy would be different, but I think in his situation, I mean,
could he start week 1?
Yeah,
because the Browns just suck.
Well, they got some guys who are banged up, some quarterbacks that are banged up. Yeah, so that's part of it. But I think it depends on the individual, and I think for Shador, I mean, this is a guy who was projected to be a top 5 pick in the draft, and he went in the 5th round. That I think he probably thinks he's a starter in the NFL.
If I set the odds at plus 550, Shador Sanders to start a game this season.
A game or like week 1?
A game.
I think he might start a game because the Browns are so bad too. Like that,
But they've got a rookie quarterback ahead of him.
I know. So I wonder.
So he would have to jump.
He's got to make the team.
Rookie.
Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, he'd have to jump Gabriel,
who got drafted higher than him.
Yeah.
So he's got to make the team, which I think that's step 1 if you're him. Is like, all right, how do I make this roster? Maybe he keeps playing great in the preseason, and they can't afford to let him go.
Yeah.
But there's also not a lot of other places he could end up.
Even if the Browns are bad this year, I'm not projecting anything, just saying they're bad. And you say, okay, let's pivot towards the future. Joe Flacco, you're done playing. Future, go in there. Is the future Dylan Gabriel or is the future Shedeur Sanders?
I mean, you picked one guy ahead of the other one.
And so that's what Shedeur is fighting.
Yeah. And
That's
Pickett's like, what, year 3, 4? Like, Kenny Pickett is ahead of both of them.
He's a journeyman. He'll be fine. Get rid of him. Like he doesn't matter. In this
His goal
situation,
is making the team.
Yeah, in this situation, if the Browns are, if we look up and it's week 13 and the Browns are sitting there at 2-11, and it's like, okay, let's make the change and look to the future. I don't know I know who I would look at as the future. I would look to Shedeur, but to Lang's point, they did draft a guy ahead of Shedeur this year. So I would guess they throw him out there. And so he'd have to be so bad that they say, okay, you know what? You're not going to be playing anymore.
So now they're 2-15.
2-16. Well, no, you can't be 16. Yeah, so
2-15. Or 2-14.
2-14, and then Shedeur comes in last game of the season.
He's talking about like these guys and journeymen. I was watching that Titans game the other night against the Buccaneers. You saw who was their quarterback? Kyle Trash.
Oh, really?
Remember Kyle Trash? Like we used to talk about him on here, and when he was the Florida quarterback, he's been in the NFL 5 years now. It feels like he's 2 years ago we were talking about him being on Florida on this thing.
And 2 years ago he sucked at Florida.
5 years ago. His last season was 2020.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't believe it when the guy said on the air, Kyle Trask been around going into his 5th season. And I'm like, 5th season?
Wow.
Thought I got bitten by something in the jungle.
Some other notable numbers from the weekend. Travis Hunter played about 20 plays, about even on each side, caught 2 passes for 9 yards. Cam Ward, 5 of 8, 67 yards, led a scoring drive for the Tennessee Titans. And then you had Jackson Dart, who had a big game for the New York Giants. He was 12 of 19, 154, and a touchdown. Anthony Richardson broke his pinky.
Is it broke or dislocated? Broke.
I thought it was broke.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Listen, I don't. I think if it's broke, then I don't know. He might have to miss time. I don't think you miss time with dislocation.
I thought, because they said he'd be back this week. They thought.
Okay, then
So
maybe
it's
I'm wrong on the broke.
Yeah, maybe it's dislocated.
But something's wrong with his pinky.
He got hit in the pinky.
Speaking of terrible Florida quarterbacks who people should not have drafted, but whatever. Knock yourself
let's
out.
keep throwing them out there, though.
Just keep drafting these bad Florida quarterbacks. These quarterbacks at Florida who have all the talent on their side of the field who find a way to go 7-5.
Yeah. There's a little bit of a detour of that, but I watched that Netflix Any Given Saturday, the whole thing when I was traveling this last week. And there's a whole bunch about Florida quarterbacks. And they have a whole bunch about Billy Napier trying to figure out. The fans are all wanting DJ Lagway to play at the start of last year, and Graham Mertz is there in his 6th season. And Graham Mertz is in there, and they're like, well, Lagway keeps saying, Napier's like, well, Mertz he's a leader. And the fans are all like, we want DJ Lagway. And he's like, well, the guys really respect Mertz. And then he blows his knee out, and they have to play Lagway, and he's great. But Mertz is on the. I had looked it up afterwards. I was like, did he make the NFL? He's on the Texans. He got drafted by the Texans this year. He came in the game the other day and got pick 6 right away.
Oh, jeez.
We don't make good quarterbacks.
No.
We sat down on Jessica's show and did the draft where we were drafting quarterbacks. And man, listen, once you get outside those 5, maybe 6, and it's a hard maybe on the 6. Just throw the rest of them in a hat and pull them out. And so if that's what it's like for a starting quarterback, backup quarterbacks, hey, do you have a pulse and can you throw the ball 20 yards down the field? If so, come try
Just
out,
be
man.
a good guy. Just show up to time.
Good guy.
Be a good leader.
Real hard worker.
Good friend, yeah.
A coach's
Listen to the
son.
coaches, coach's son. Show up on time.
Somebody I want my daughter to date, Somebody who's respected.
Son-in-law material.
A real gym rat.
Yeah.
Beat some of those.
Yeah. J.J. McCarthy, he went 4 of 7, 30 yards, led a scoring drive for Minnesota.
Okay.
Justin Fields, 3 of 4, 42 yards, also ran for a touchdown. Joe Milton.
Yeah.
For the Cowboys, 17 of 29, 143, a touchdown and a pick. Just slinging it.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Joe Milton's just slinging the ball around, and 17 of them were caught.
Joe Milton got one speed, and that's fast, boy.
Real fast.
Real fast.
The best play of that game was the ref taking out CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb, yeah.
That was terrific.
That was good. Stetson Bennett.
Yeah.
16 of 24, 188, 2 touchdowns and a pick for the
He
Rams.
was slinging it out there.
Yeah, and he's playing because Matt Stafford's got this injury.
Well, there's also he practiced
bizarre.
for the first time apparently. There was a
but then he came off the field and was done for the day, and they put him in a chamber.
I almost put in who said it. There was a press conference where Sean McVay talked about Stetson Bennett, and it was basically all that same coded language. CJ, it was like, well, you like it because I just want to see him, take some leadership and get in and out of the huddle on time. It was like all like the most vague, basic things you could say about a guy. But Sean McVay said the thing you like is when the play breaks down, he's good at like kind of figuring things out on the fly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Hopefully Bennett gets a shot.
BetMGM has the win total for the Rams at 9.5. With Stafford already dealing with a back thing, does that change how you think about this Rams team?
I would have taken the under anyway.
You would have taken the under.
I feel like they're kind of stick a fork in them. Your window in the NFL is so short. Like those teams, for the most part, teams are good for 2-3 years. If you're in that mid tier, kind of like the Rams,
they got a healthy Stafford with Puka and Devontae Adams at wide receiver. Like, that's a formidable offense. Defensively, they've got some things, particularly in the secondary, to figure out. But that passing game, assuming Stafford would be healthy, is something that says, oh, okay, I'm not sure what secondaries will do to slow them down. And maybe they could go out there and outscore you. But with already dealing with a back injury and you hadn't been hit yet, like I don't know. I would go under there.
I think so.
Trey Lance has had his best 2 weeks of his career. The last 2 weeks. This week he went 7 of 14, 55 yards. He ran for 48 yards and a touchdown. So Trey Lance showing up for the Chargers. Good for him.
Congrats.
The AP Top 25 poll came out today. Texas is the number 1 team in the country, followed by Penn State.
What?
Penn State's the number 2 team in the country behind Texas? Is that right? Ahead of Ohio State?
Listen, if you just
Has anyone ever seen James Franklin coach in big games?
Or Drew Allard play quarterback?
The smartest thing they can do is just say, Drew, just hand the ball off to Singleton. Because they bring back so much talent on the line, and Singleton was a 1,000-yard rusher last year. You're talking about Penn State. We talk about the BCR, 68%.
What's that mean?
Blue chip rating.
Oh.
The blue chip rating, where it's what percentage of 4 and 5 stars that you have. So they're at 68%, and they are one of 4 teams with the 10 best odds who have a BCR over 50 and who return 11 starters from the season before. The other teams, Alabama, Notre Dame, Clemson, all of them are in the top 10 as well. Like there's a ton of talent on that Penn State roster. If not now, I'm not sure when the hell James Franklin is going to turn a corner. And by turn a corner, I mean like beat Ohio State, don't look abysmal in the biggest games of the year, and maybe win a game in the playoffs.
I still think it's silly South Carolina's 13. I think it's ridiculous. I really do.
Silly too high, silly too low.
Silly. They shouldn't be ranked.
Okay.
This is ridiculous. This is a team that their over-under win total this year is 7.5.
I'm taking the over.
7.5, and they're ranked 13th in the country. They have no defense, and they have a good quarterback.
Yeah. They have a great
good, and people are putting him to be the best quarterback. And I don't know why we're thinking
I like
that.
him.
I'm not a fan of South Carolina's team.
Sellers.
Plus, South Carolina has a 5-week stretch where they play 5 ranked teams in a row.
You got to watch episode 2 of Any Given Saturday on Netflix. All about Lenora Sellers and his background, and not really recruited heavily coming out of high school. Won a state championship, and they're all in on the Lenora Sellers.
So here's Sellers.
He wears glasses off the field. I didn't know that. That kind of, I don't know. Felt like
Can't trust.
Yeah, felt like he was showing his weakness.
Here's Sellers' stats last year from the Workplace Slate Notebook. First half of the season, 61.6 completion percentage. Second half, 66. So that's a bump of about 5%. Touchdowns, first half 4. Interceptions, first half 4. complete touchdowns. Second half, 14 interceptions, 3. They rode a 6-game win streak to end the season last year. They had that stretch against LSU, Ole Miss, and Alabama, where they lost all of those. So they lost 3 straight.
LSU was overtime though.
Right.
Yeah, they were
right.
They were
and
in
then
it.
they rattled off 6 straight wins. I think that's why everybody is so high. Is how they ended the season last year, and they're expecting there to be some carryover there.
I'm surprised Georgia's 5. That surprised because new quarterback. You lost 3 of the starters on the offensive line. You got 12 guys or whatever drafted off your offense and defense. It's a totally new team, basically.
Is Kirby Smart not head and shoulders the best coach in college football right now? Is it who else would you put in the conversation?
Oh, you got to put Ryan Day in there, don't you?
You don't have to put Ryan Day any damn where.
Dan Lanning. But I wouldn't put him ahead of Kirby Smart.
You put him in the conversation with Kirby?
Maybe not even the conversation with Kirby. But
okay, but no, we're talking about in the conversation with Kirby. Who is Sark in there?
I wouldn't.
2 straight.
Kirby beat him twice
semifinals.
last year.
Okay, so it's that. My point is that's why. Yeah. The belief is Kirby Smart. Whatever you give him, talent. He's got talent there. Whatever you give him, he'll find a way to make it work. And I think Georgia has a blue chip rating of 84, 85.
Yeah. ACR.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a break here on The Odds Couple. When we come back, Who Said It?
It's back.
The game show that is sweeping the nation. It comes back your way. That's all next here on The Odds Couple on Grind City Media.
The boy is mine.
You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
The NBA announced their dunk of the year yesterday. It was voted on by the fans, and it went to Ja Morant for his double clutch through Porzingis and Derek White. The call of it was excellent. That game we hung on to for a long time last season, but it was a spectacular dunk.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Preseason Box to Row Coaches Bowl has come out. Jackson State sits there at number 1. This is the 3rd time in the poll's history that Jackson State has been the preseason number 1 team in the nation. And then Tennessee State being at 5, that really surprised me.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Who said it? Who said it? Who said it? Who said it?
Welcome back to The Odds Couple here on Grind City Media. Lang Whitaker alongside Rob Fisher, CJ Hurt. And it's time for the game show that has swept the country from coast to coast, LA to Chicago, New York to Dallas, from Memphis to Bristol. Mm-hmm. It's time for Who Said It?
Who said it?
Had a week off last week.
Sorry we did lists.
Yeah, sorry to leave you guys hanging. And so because we had a couple weeks off, there's a little bit to catch up on, some Who Said It news. Yeah. You know, we have our favorites in Who Said It. And I don't know if you guys saw, one of the favorites on Who Said It for his press conference work has been President Donald Trump.
Sure.
They had a press conference a couple weeks ago where he announced they brought back the president's physical fitness test. You remember when we were kids, you had to do you had to do the right amount of pull-ups
and
you had to have your hands the right way.
Yeah.
You had to run a mile.
Yeah.
They brought it back, and he had a whole cast of athletes with him to announce this thing. So he had Triple H, Bryson DeChambeau, He said Saquon Barkley was part of it, but the next day he said, I don't know anything about this. But I guess apparently part of this is Tua Tagovailoa from the Miami Dolphins. Listen to Donald Trump try to say his name.
Oh, no.
The council and Tua Tagovailoa, the quarterback, who is really he's been fantastic. He's been when he's not injured, he's great. He's got to stay healthy, but he's a great guy.
Jeez.
Yeah. Tagovailoa.
Tagovailoa.
I like that one. Another just has nothing to do with sports, but I brought another clip of Trump from another press conference just because it cracked me up. When somebody asked him about the FBI director having burn bags, which is apparently something that they put material in and dispose of it. But just this is great.
Cash Patel reportedly found burn bags of Russiagate materials, and I'd love to get your thoughts on that.
He said what?
Burn bags of Russiagate materials that FBI supposedly found.
I don't know that. I don't know what you mean by that statement. Say it.
Bags full of Russiagate
A
documents.
burn bag. I thought you said appointed a man named burn bag. Go ahead.
Thought
You got to speak up.
he thought she said that he appointed a man named Burnbag. No, she's just using the two words burn and bag in the sentence. But the other guy who's clearly, you'd mentioned backup quarterbacks. How to get a job as a backup QB. Jameis saved the day at Giants practice last week. I'm sure hopefully you've seen this by now.
Again, something accomplished here. All right, here's the deal. All right, all four quarterbacks are going to have a chance. If he hits the crossbar, then walkthrough's done tonight. Don't negotiate with me, Dexter. All right. All right, Jameis is up.
Hey, but I do want to tell y'all we got Bible study at 3:30 during the snack period.
During the snack period.
And y'all faith is going to determine me hitting this.
Y'all's faith gonna determine me hitting this shit.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all already know. Hey, who going to Bible study?
And then that's got to be your quarterback one, right?
Swearing while talking about Jesus, nothing like it. Nothing like it.
Did you see the clip of Jackson Dart, the third string guy this week, driving in New York City, and there's Easy Pass tolls and he didn't know what they were, and he was just driving through it every time, and he's gonna get a large bill in the mail apparently because you get a fine if you just don't stop, and he was just driving through them every single time every day.
I keep getting texts about these tolls I'm supposed to pay.
Those are not true though.
Yeah, those aren't true.
All right, let's get to some clips. We got 5 clips this week.
Let's do it.
Number 1, I never thought I would want this job ever in my life. Now I'm addicted. I can't wait to drive up and see that panoramic view with the school at the bottom. I'm rolling to this place. Ain't no better time for me right now. Who said it?
I'm gonna say Nick Saban. Rolling up to random schools for a college game day.
I'm gonna say it's what's my guy's name at Arizona State?
Dillingham.
I'm gonna say it's him.
All right.
Because of the
I never thought I wanted this job.
Oh, Lawrence.
No. I can't wait to ride over and take a place and see that panoramic view of the school at the bottom. I'm rolling to this place, man. I got my top pop on Florida and it's in the middle of summer. There ain't no better time for me right now. I got my babies all around me. They ready to work. We ready to get to a season, and I know whole Colorado ready for us, so we're going to get right.
He looks good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Warren Sapp.
Was he like the defensive line coach or something?
Something like that, yeah.
What other schools do they let the defensive line coach talk to the media? I was thinking about that.
What other school has Warren Sapp?
That's true. All right. Defensive analyst.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Thanks, Jacob. Clip 2. I don't really get hung up on the running backs, but it's good you have some with some girth to them. But there's no doubt you need length and girth in this league. Up front, but I think at linebacker too, and it helps if you have it in the secondary. Who said it?
That's Hubert Freeze.
Fish, what do you think? Who wants length and girth?
Hugh.
Sounds like John Gruden.
It's not, though.
He's been making the tour, though. Have you seen all the clips of him? He's
Yeah.
been going around all the colleges speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get hung up on the
There you
running back's
go.
weight, but it is good that you have some that have some girth to them. But there's no doubt you need length and girth in this league up front, and I think at linebacker too. And it helps if you have it in the secondary. I tell guys.
Hugh.
Helps if you have it in the secondary.
Bless his heart.
You do need length and girth in the SEC.
Yeah.
Clip 3. The Big Ten has literally done nothing. They won 2 national championships. Michigan won one 2 years ago. They won 1.5 national championships, I think, and before that in 70 years. And they act like they invented football.
This some grade A hating right here. I like it. That's good stuff. Gosh.
Sounds like something Feinbaum would say.
High five.
The Big Ten has literally done nothing. They won 2 national championships. Michigan won one 2 years ago. They won 1.5 national championships, I think, and before that in 70 years, and they act like they invented football.
I mean, they're the winningest college football program, highest winning percentage.
He goes on and on, but he says like the reason he's upset with the Big Ten is because the callers call into his show and just talk about how bad the SEC is, and he's tired of it. And
yeah, because he gets on his microphone and shits on the Big Ten and acts like the SEC is only here now.
He's been on a generational tour the last couple months, crapping on the Big Ten everywhere. So like, I get why people are mad at him too. But
hey, listen, man. Don't pay Paul any attention. Paul just gonna be what Paul is, man. Like let him say whatever he wants
the
to say.
thing that surprised me the most was that clip was from Netflix Sports.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's apparently like a Netflix Sports podcast. I don't know who the host was or anything else, but fine. I mean,
That
they
was
had Feinbaum.
Danny. She used to be on Bally Sports.
Okay.
When
So,
Bally Sports used to have a couple of shows.
I guess Netflix has their own thing now. All right. Clip 4, being able to coach, I would. I've won 72% of my games, won 80% of my playoff games. I've been fortunate to win a national championship as a head coach and assistant. I miss a relationship with players. I would be very interested in still doing it, and I think I've got a lot to give. I'd like to get back out there. Who said it?
No, I know.
Jimbo.
Yeah. I don't have the audio of it. It's just he was on some show and he said this.
Yeah, Jimbo.
Bring
him back.
Yeah? Where?
Yeah. Some school that I don't like
Not
and
the
don't want to root
SEC.
for. I don't want to root for the school that he goes to.
He'd be a
because-
good like Big 12 coach.
Texas Tech.
I don't
They
know.
got money now.
That's true.
They're
But he
throwing
already
money.
they all hate him in Texas.
He hasn't done squat since Jameis.
Not at Texas Tech though. They hate him at A&M.
Yeah, I know, but you
Which
know.
makes it all the better. Come here, and we're going to buy the players you want.
Yeah.
And then you can rub it in Texas A&M's face. Texas Tech would be interesting. Depending on how things shake at Miami, that could be an interesting opening as well. Hell, what the hell they got going on at USC? They might be looking for somebody sooner rather than later. Throw Oklahoma in there as well.
Interesting. Hold on.
Jimbo.
Clip 5, last one. What did you think of Cookie not only getting through 6 but pitching out of trouble? The manager says, "Who?" The reporter says the player's actual name, and the manager says, "Oh, is that his nickname? I didn't know."
Cookie.
Who's the manager?
Cookie.
Got through 6, got out of trouble.
You gotta be able to pull us through here, Rob.
Yeah.
I got nothing for you, man. The only Cookie I recognize is Monster, and that's Big Bird and them. So that's all I got.
Well, the other one I thought
I know
was
Cookie Googleman.
Cookie Rojas.
Cookie Rojas?
You remember him? He used to be the manager of the Angels, I think.
Cookie Googleman from Best in Show.
Oh yeah, it's a great movie.
Great movie. I don't know. I'm gonna say it's Terry Francona.
Here we go. That's what I'm gonna say also.
Right
What do you think of Cookie not just only getting through 6, but pitching out of trouble a couple of times?
Who?
Carlos Carrasco.
Oh, is that a nickname? I don't know that. I thought he was great.
Really in touch with his roster.
I want to know how you get the
Well,
nickname.
hell, they're getting new pitchers every week.
I want to know how you get the nickname Cookie.
I don't know. I mean, the sideline reporter knew that was his nickname. Apparently,
Was that Wiley?
Yeah, Wiley. He knew his name. The Snicker, I was like, who? Huh?
Who's Cookie?
Yeah. I mean, earlier this year, a Braves player got injured, and Snicker didn't notice until Spencer Strider ran over and told him to take the pitcher game. So we know that
time to retire.
Yeah. He's on the way out. They're going to let him coach out this season. The Braves are a mess anyway, so let him do it. But yeah, I was like, all right, man. Like, you don't know your players.
Yeah. You know, Yadier Molina was on the bench for the Cardinals this weekend.
Why?
Assistant to the manager, special assistant to the manager.
We know Yadier Molina hates attention.
Right. And Ali apparently invited him, which is weird that Ali would invite him considering he's everyone's main candidate to take Ali's job.
That's like Sam Pittman hiring Bobby Petrino to be the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, so that was kind of weird. But but the Cardinals are back in the hunt.
Speaking of who said it favorites, there is a whole episode of that Netflix thing about Sam Pittman. And he comes off like way less kind of bombastic than he is in his press. You know, in the press conferences, he's always saying stuff that's kind of funny and whatever. He's pretty quiet in person.
Yeah.
Seems like a.
Did they show the pig that he has at the Razorback at his house?
I've seen him talk about it though, but no, they didn't show it. On the lake house he has. Yeah, he has like one that lights up on fire and stuff. Yeah, it's cool. All right, that's who said it.
There you go. That's who said it here this afternoon. By the way, special programming note, we will be back with you on Wednesday.
That's right.
No Thursday show this week. We'll be with you on Wednesday. Special Grizz Beat coming your way on Thursday at 2 o'clock for
also
the
with Rob
NBA
Fisher.
schedule release. Yeah, I'll be on that show as well with Jarvo and Michael, I believe.
I don't know.
I think.
NBA schedule release specialist,
yes,
Rob Fisher.
That's kind of my day. It's my day. It's my Twitter day. So we'll have the schedule release on Thursday. So the odds couple will come your way this week on Wednesday at 2 o'clock. So we'll be back in a couple of days. We will take a break right now. However, when we come back, we got fish nuggets, and we'll wrap things up here on the odds couple on Grind City Media.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Have you talked to Norvell since the game?
Yeah, but we're close friends, so it's not one of those. Like, I think it's a little bit.
How long before you said ha 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 ha?
Hey, you sent him a text and said, you want to see the box score? You sent him the box score.
You want to see the picture of me in the locker room afterwards?
How close are you? Because it would have taken me literally 30 seconds.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Preseason Box to Row Coaches Bowl has come out. Jackson State sits there at number 1. This is the third time in the poll's history that Jackson State has been the preseason number 1 team in the nation. And then Tennessee State being at 5, that really surprised me.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Welcome back to the Odds Couple on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Here's Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
We got some free picks coming up here at the end of the show. I got a couple of parlays for you, a couple of two-leggers that I'm going to give you coming up here in a moment. Also, we'll tell you what's going on in Major League Baseball this week, and why not take a look at the Week 0 lines? We'll do that as well here in this segment. That will be next week as we will move on from Chapter 6 of this program into Chapter 7. Week 0 is next week. Look forward to it. But first, let's get some fish nuggets.
Nuggets.
All right. Boy, if you would have heard this one, CJ, maybe it would have helped you. Tommy Fleetwood.
Oh, come on, Robert.
43 top 10s, 29 top 5s on tour without a win. Both are the most on tour in over 40 years.
However, he finished 4th, I believe.
Yeah.
won $1.016 million.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not a bad week.
That's the best thing about golf. Like, you don't have to win. You'll still clean up, make a lot of money. With all those top 10s he's got,
Yeah.
like, I mean, I bet he's in the top 10 right now, active golfers.
Probably.
Yeah.
Made a lot of money.
That was Happy Gilmore's plan.
That was
the second time.
Cal Raleigh of the Seattle Mariners. You know, the big dumper.
I love dumpers.
He's got 19 home runs in the 7th inning or later this season. The only player in baseball history with more such home runs prior to September in a season is Mark McGwire in 1998, who had 20. That was the year of the home run, the McGwire-Sosa year of love.
Tommy Fleetwood's 10th this year on the PGA
money.
Tour. 7.8 million.
Wow. All right, Shohei Ohtani. He has scored 110 runs this year. No one else in the NL has more than 80. This is the first time an NL player's had at least 30 more runs than any other player in the league at the end of any given day since 1932, when Chuck Klein led by as many as 37 runs. Ohtani, 110 runs already this year. The Toronto Blue Jays, first place in the American League East. They are batting .310 since July 12th. The Yankees are batting .210 since July 12th and have the third worst record in the American League. Paul Skeens, the overwhelming favorite for the Cy Young Award this season in the National League. 23 starts last year with an ERA of 1.96. 24 starts this year with an ERA of 1.94. That's ridiculous. Paige Beckers is the only player to have scored in double figures in every game played this season.
Paige, 25 straight games scored in double figures. That puts her tied for, I do believe, fourth all-time in WNBA history.
Nice.
I think next up for her will be Candace Parker. I think Candace did it 37 straight times. And Paige is doing this as a rookie. She's having a hell of a year.
Yeah, no doubt.
Only player in the W to be top 10 in points, assists, and steals.
Wow.
Players in the NBA/WNBA history to have 3 straight games with a triple-double while their team wins by 15 or more points in all said 3 games. Alyssa Thomas, last 3 games, she's done it. Nikola Jokic, the only other one. He had a 4-game streak in February of 24 and a 3-game streak in February of 23 of triple-doubles and winning by 15 or more points.
The Mercury right now sit tied for second with the Liberty after the Liberty lost to the Lynx this weekend as far as playoff positioning goes, and the WAT is having a hell of a year.
Yeah. Every instance of a rookie quarterback recording 225 pass yards and 4 pass touchdowns on 80% completion in a game in NFL history. Bo Nix, week 11 against Atlanta. Bo Nix, week 18 against Kansas City. That is it. That's your list.
Man, I might have been wrong on Bo.
No, you're right.
Okay.
We're all right.
Are you sure?
Yeah, just give him.
Give it time?
You see who those teams are? One of them was Atlanta. The defense was awful. I didn't see who the other
Kansas
one was.
City.
Yeah, well, okay. He had a good game.
That may have been week 7. That was week 18. Yeah.
Week 18.
So
I've seen
played.
enough. I saw enough at Auburn.
I saw enough at Auburn too.
Saw that Oregon also.
He was better at Oregon.
Yeah, they had all the talent on their side though. Right, like that's the tough thing with me, for me to do as it comes to like evaluating these quarterbacks at the collegiate level. Like if you're at Oregon, if you're at Auburn, you're playing 7 games where your team is just more talented than the other team. You're supposed to at least look competent and serviceable.
Yeah. Bo Nix. See what happens.
I might be willing to trust Bo.
No.
Trust in Bo. Major League Baseball this week, a couple of big series. One, the Red Sox are in Houston to take on the Astros. That series begins today. Garrett Crochet on the hill for the Red Sox, 13-4 on the season with a 2.25 ERA. Christian Javier making his debut for the Houston Astros tonight. Red Sox, a big favorite tonight, -175. Meanwhile, tomorrow, it'll be the Chicago Cubs in Toronto taking on the Blue Jays. Blue Jays with a 69-50 record, first place in the American League East. Cubs, second place in the National League Central. Ben Brown going against Jose Berrios tomorrow for the Blue Jays as that series gets underway on Tuesday. Also, week 0, a week away. We will be talking much more about these lines next week, but here are the early lines for next week's action. You got Kansas State -3.5 over Iowa State. That game being played in Dublin. Everyone's telling me to watch out for Kansas this year. Big return week for the return year for the Kansas Jayhawks this year. They are a big favorite over Fresno State, 13.5. You got Hawaii, a 2-point favorite over Stanford. Early evening, actually, on the island, as Hawaii will play Stanford next week as well. Those are the 5.
12
That's
days.
5 more than what we've had. So we'll be excited for those 5 games next week.
And it features 2 ranked teams. I didn't realize Kansas State and Iowa State were both going to be ranked to start the year, but right now in the preseason, AP and coaches, they're both ranked.
Yeah, how about that? All right, so there you go. A couple of ranked teams going at it. And then we got 3 ranked matchups in week 1.
That's going to be
3 top 10 matchups in week 1.
That's going to be incredible.
Yeah, that's going to be really cool. All right, picks. Got any picks?
No.
Nothing.
All right, I got 2.
I did see the Titans are 4.5 over the Falcons Friday night. They're in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But I don't even know who's playing for these teams.
Preseason football.
Yeah, stay away.
I'm going with the Milwaukee Brewers tonight. They are a 205 favorite over the Pittsburgh Pirates tonight. Milwaukee to win their 10th straight game. And I'm going to go ahead and parlay that with Andrew Vaughn to go over 1.5 total bases tonight. So take the Brewers, take Vaughn over 1.5 total bases, and you'll come out with positive money there. Also, the Boston Red Sox tonight, they're a 175 favorite. We mentioned that a minute ago with Garrett Crochet on the hill tonight. They're in Houston to take on the Astros. I'll take Boston, and I'll take I had Crochet. Nope, I'm not doing Crochet.
Why not?
Because it's too high. His number's like 7.5. But we'll take Boston minus the 1.5 at Houston tonight. And Nathan Eovaldi, 6+ Ks tonight for the Texas Rangers. So Eovaldi, 6+ Ks for the Rangers tonight. So there you go. A couple of free picks for you for tonight's action. We'll be back with you on Wednesday for a special day of the Odds Couple, as Grizz Beat will come your way on Thursday with the NBA schedule release. That'll come your way Thursday at 2 o'clock. But the Odds Couple will be here Wednesday at 2 o'clock as well. John Roser will join the 3 of us for that.
The big show.
For the big show. But that'll do it for us here this afternoon. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for joining us. For CJ, for Lang, I'm Fish. We'll talk to you again Wednesday here on The Odds Couple. Keep it here on Grind City Media.
The boy is mine.
You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
The NBA announced their Dunk of the Year yesterday. It was voted on by the fans, and it went to Ja Morant for his double clutch through Porzingis and Derek White. The call of it was excellent. That game we hung on to for a long time last season, but it was a spectacular dunk.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Preseason Box to Row Coaches Bowl has come out. Jackson State sits there at number 1. This is the 3rd time in the poll's history that Jackson State has been the preseason number 1 team in the nation. And then Tennessee State being at 5, that really surprised me.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.